Hey friendos, welcome in. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what to do if the ghost starts hunting as soon as you walk inside the house, or what to do if the ghost hunts as you're trying to leave the house. I'm just going to go over all the small maps, talk about what I would do in these situations. So let's start with Grafton Farmhouse. When the ghost hunts on Grafton, so say you walk in and immediately starts hunting and it comes down these stairs, what I like to do and one of my favorite spots to go on this map is right over here to the left into this kitchen area. You can actually like use this like shape of walls to break line of sight. Okay, so the ghost is actually hunting right now. This is perfect. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, I'm using these walls to break line of sight. So the ghost on my left right now. And I'm just gonna walk over here. And the ghost can never catch me. So on Bleasdale, if you walk in and then the ghost starts hunting, comes down these stairs, what I like to do is I run immediately to the kitchen and then use this island to break a line of sight. You can actually loop the ghost around this kitchen island and they won't be able to see you. And as long as you make sure like they don't catch line of sight with you at the corners, the ghost will never catch you. Now, depending on how close the ghost is when it comes down the stairs, like say it starts hunting and it's at the very top of the stairs, you very likely have time to run into this first room on the left and then hide behind these boxes. Actually, right now, I don't think these boxes are a hiding spot, but normally if there's more boxes here, this counts as a hiding spot, and you can come in here and hide behind these boxes. Tanglewood is definitely one of the trickier maps if you happen to walk in, the ghost immediately starts hunting you in the foyer. If I go into Tanglewood and I know that the ghost can hunt me, what I do is I make sure that I have full sprint. Like I stop for a second, make sure my character isn't like panting for breath. And then before I go in, I take note of like where my hiding spots are. Like, do I have a hiding spot in that closet? Do I have a hiding spot in that closet? Is there a hiding spot in this closet, in this bedroom? And then I go to those spots accordingly. So say if the ghost is going to come from the living room, I would go inside and then go hide in this closet here. If the ghost spawns to my left, I would probably honestly just keep going forward and go into the garage. There's also a hiding spot in this nursery behind that crib. So we're going to stand here at the front door and see where the ghost hunts from. A big thing too, when you're trying to get away from a ghost, is to try and turn off your flashlight. Because if you turn off your flashlight, that's one less thing that the ghost can use to track you. If you're having a hard time navigating, I like to crouch and then hug the walls because you can kind of see well if you crouch and look at the walls and look at the ground. Alright, so it sounds like the ghost is hunting to my right now. So I'm just going to go in here. I'm just going to go straight in this closet. Easy peasy. On Edgefield, you have a couple options, depending on where the ghost hunts from, obviously. If as soon as you walk in, the ghost hunts from upstairs, you can either go inside, go to the couch in the living room, wait till the ghost comes down the stairs, and then loop the ghost around it and run towards either the garage or the basement. If the ghost comes from the left in the living room, I definitely would recommend going upstairs, break as much line of sight as possible, and try to get maybe in one of the closets upstairs. You also potentially have a hiding spot back here in this laundry room, right here. If you go right by this rack, you can hide here. You also have these hiding spots in here that are sometimes not blocked. You have lockers in the basement. So I'm going to stand right here at the front door as if the ghost just starts hunting, and then we will go accordingly. So it is coming from... sounds like upstairs. So I'm just going to come down here, break a lot of line of sight, and then just go into these lockers right here. Okay, these lockers are blocked. Just kidding. There is a spot that usually works for me right here by the breaker. The ghost typically doesn't path here. I've died here once or twice, but I swear this spot is usually very safe if you have no other hiding spots. Like if the garage is blocked or if the basement is blocked. So on Ridgeview, a couple spots you have to hide right away are going to be behind these crates in the living room. Also, this really good spot is right by the fridge here in the kitchen. You can hide right here. The important thing about this living room hiding spot is that if the ghost is chasing you and it sees you hide here, you're very likely going to die. So I would only use this spot if you know for sure the ghost isn't on your tail, because there's a lot of open space here for the ghost to see you hide. So definitely always make sure that you break line of sight and hide. You can hide there or you can hide here behind the fridge. Obviously, there are many other hiding spots, but these are just the hiding spots that are immediately in the entrance if you walk inside and the ghost starts hunting you right away. There's also sometimes a spot here in this bedroom, in this closet, right behind these boxes right here. On Willow Street, there's usually boxes right here in the living room that you can hide behind. I've also sometimes gotten away with hiding here if the ghost isn't in this room. Look, that's a ghost event. One of the best places though that I like to use quite often against the ghost is this kitchen island. You can break line of sight here and hide here. Just obviously listen accordingly to see if the ghost is here, and like listen if it comes to the left or the right, and then move accordingly. Also, if you have time and you can make it to the garage, there's usually 3 hiding spots that can be in here, right behind this wooden board right here. Sometimes there's boxes right here, and then also there can be a shelf here. You can also use the car to hide behind if you're really in a pickle. Camp Woodwind is definitely a much trickier map to handle if you walk inside and the ghost starts hunting, or if you're trying to leave and the ghost starts hunting. Because, first of all, a lot of the hiding spots are scuffed and the ghost will find you even if you've hidden there perfectly. A couple options though. Those barrels, I don't really trust those barrels. You could potentially hide there, but it's very likely the ghost will find you. I've sometimes been able to loop the ghost around these picnic tables. Sometimes, but my favorite strategy is to use these tents right here. I'll just loop around these tents and just listen accordingly to see which direction the ghost is coming from and go from there. But I'll go ahead and sit by the gates, let the ghost hunt. I'll show you how I would handle it. Okay, so the ghost just started hunting. I'm just gonna sit here by this picnic table, because if I were to move right now, it's very likely the ghost is gonna see me, even if I go to the hiding spot on the left. So I'm just kind of listening, seeing that the ghost kind of came a little bit to the left, so I moved just a little bit. And there you go. There's a spot that you can hide in if you're in a pickle and you get locked out trying to leave, or if the ghost hunts as soon as you walk inside. If you have any questions, definitely comment down below. Also share this with any of your friends that have a really hard time surviving in this game.